Alright guys, we're back on this Danganronpa after the second murder happened last time at the ritual, and we just started our investigation back up. So the first thing that comes to mind is Kiyo's the murderer, right? Just because. So I was thinking about it off camera, right? And or at least of Tenko. I don't know who did Angie's murder just yet. But right now I'm thinking Kiyo had to have been the murderer of Tenko because it was me, Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and Kiyo. It was us five. So Tenko went in, and assuming this wasn't a suicide, which I don't know why it would be, that leaves one of us four that had to have done, I think. As much as I was talking about the under the floorboard stuff, it doesn't really make much sense now, does it? Anyway, so if one of us ruined the ritual, the best way for it to have happened is for it to go undetected, which means it couldn't have happened during the singing, and you wouldn't want to mess up the salt circle. But I mean, now that the salt circle's all ruined like this, I mean, maybe. But how I think makes the most sense is if Kiyo messed up the salt circle when he was making it, right? And since he's the one that knows how it's supposed to be made and no one else, that would allow him to, you know, make a faulty circle or something that kills the person inside. Because at this point, I don't know, like, I'm starting to think it's like fucking magic or something, but I don't know how else shit happens. I'm gonna be real honest. Because we're already trying to do a seance, so at this point, like, fucking flip it around and make it like a killing circle or something. And let's get back into it. It's the magic circle, Kyuja on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Oh dear.
Completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well...
Is this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
Feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I've performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my body.
Oh, right already.
Shut up, I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Get his ass, Mark. Get his ass. Marky really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But...
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kiyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document. Yeah, but we'll never know if he did it wrong or not, so
Hey.
is that right, Kiyo? Huh? Why is he sweating, bro? Seems depressed. That don't look depressed to me, though. That looks nervous. Of course that makes sense. Story sheet that we used for the seance. It's placed on top of the cage. Kiyo was the one who removed it. I was the one that placed it, so.
Is this...
The cloth is pretty thick. Thick. Similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, blood stain. Around the middle. Huh. Middle of the sheet, which would mean that would be on top of the cage. Is the under the floorboards thing wrong? I'm starting to think that might have to be it, though. Interesting.
But...
Wait, she was killed by a stab to the back of the neck, right? No hole in the fabric. Which means Tinko wasn't stabbed through the cloth. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Stab all underneath the cloth. Huh? Well, file said she stabbed through the neck, right? Whatever, I don't know how to get to it. Pretty sure it said she was stabbed through her neck, though. Kind of the back of her neck, brother. The wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the dog paw. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. So is that implying there should be blood on the bottom of the statue? Does that make sense? The statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly,
Kyo said it's about 175 pounds. It's about the weight of 2 girls. Or 1 girl if you're in America.
What?
You know about girls. You ever touched a woman besides him? Ooh. F and chat for Shuichi. He's touched Kaede, so what?
I'm kidding.
Anyway,
Is this...
this heavy thing was on top of the cage, so Tinko wouldn't have been able to get out. Yeah.
okay.
Didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Okay, guess we can't check the underside. That's fine. There's a blood stain on that cage, can you see that? But it matches what we said earlier on top, so that makes sense. I swear I saw something on this wall over here. Whatever. I don't know, why is the marker stone far off? This must be. Just your forehead. The stone marker I placed here. Stone. Sure it'll work. Blah blah blah. Think about her forehead on the rock punched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. No blood on the rock. Why is the rock so far away from her is the question. I mean, I get when she's stabbed, she's not going to still have her forehead on the rock, but this is the entrance of the Sol Circle. The cage should have been there, right? You can see, like, the vague marker out for that, right? Oh, this floorboard's loose. Oh, Jesus. I was right. Look at the floorboards. It's going right under Tinko.
Why?
Is the floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Did it come loose during the seance?
but
Well, but this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Someone must have loosened it on purpose. So naturally she was killed from under. So was I right about the below the floorboards thing? Dude, there's no way they did this shit twice. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath, crouched over like this. According to Monica Mobile, her only injury is to stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. Must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Oh wait, she couldn't talk. Yeah. Understood. I'll not say a word until the seance is over. I mean, if I was stabbed, I'd say something. What the fuck? Can we really keep our mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
Wait, man,
What's the point?
we're concerned about that, right?
Okay.
The wound is deep, the victim's too shocked to do anything except die. And it's like in the throat, right? So she wouldn't be able to speak. Maybe. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Well, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. It's obviously going to be under the floorboards. Or we're going to go back to the Angie's room, and the sword's not going to be there in Kaede's body anymore. Right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. It's the cage used in the seance.
is this?
It's around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. Pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Enough for a person to fit inside. Okay, seance Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. I'm supposed to remove it as well. It was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage for her. Wait. Oh yeah, that caused a curse. And he also said the people that put it on had to take it off, but whatever. We're all cursed.
Hey,
Look at this.
is this?
Blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
So the splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Since Tenko was killed while she was inside the cave, obviously.
Okay.
You're right, Tenko went under the cage before the seance. When the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then?
She was stabbed right when the cage was lifted. That explains his blood stain, right? Also, y'all saw under the floorboards there for a sec. They showed that. Blood stain. Wait, if she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that explains the blood stain. What?
Huh?
Perhaps she was killed during the seance, the exact moment the cage was lifted. So you're saying because we failed the seance and Himiko ran in through the salt? No, because there's blood. No. There was definitely blood before we did anything. So there's blood before the cage was lifted. I saw it. There's a possibility. That's not a possibility.
Well,
These floorboards seem a little unstable to you. They're tough to walk on. Floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of glass pieces. That's what Gonta told me. It's probably the reason they're a little unstable. Wait, how does Gonta know? Ooh, Gonta, buddy. Okay, Gonta's a suspect now. When laid on top, that's why they're unstable.
Well.
Boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
is this?
If someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could do so easily, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose. Candles on the walls, the only source of light in this room. There are no windows, so without the candles it was pitch black. How did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Well, flashlight would serve pretty useful. Who knows? Y'all see something though? This is just a cloth, huh? Okay. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Alright, later, you dumb bitch.
What?
Huh.
Because.
I won't bring Tenko back if you don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
We can find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and all of us.
I guess.
You're right, Tenko would want to she'd want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That'd be the best way to apologize. Himiko. Hey, Himiko. Be strong, Himiko.
Wait,
Don't if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
But
But not talking. Just like Himiko not here.
like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. But she didn't even act like she cared about Tenko. Which is a snake and a half.
why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Looked so ashamed. Why don't no protect friend? I don't know what's up with this guy and protecting friends, like he says, bro. Something makes me think he's suspicious as well.
Leave it to me.
I will become the guiding light that shines on you.
Oh man.
What a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. Okay. This investigation is over and shut. It's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. What? Investigation. Now then, Kung Fu's killers, obviously. One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place. Wrong.
No.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Seriously, the seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
I believe that Tenko was killed during the seance.
Fucking moron!
There's another possibility. Shit for brains. God, you don't even know that. I think she's right. It's true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. It's the point of no return, Tenko. Up to this point, you mustn't speak. Next time you open your mouth, it'll be Angie speaking through you. Understood? I'll not say a word until the seance is over. Tenko answered Kia, so at that point she was certainly alive. When the candles were relit, she'd already been killed. When she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. When exactly was Tenko killed? After the candles were blown out. That would be an important point of this case.
That cannot be.
Why? Why it did this?
I knew it.
I know the murder is pretty shocking.
But of course.
I'm shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? Probably because she's dead, huh? Performed all the steps flawlessly. I'm more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Performed the caged child again and summoned Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Good crap, just tell me what happened during the seance. But you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
Maybe best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but
Ah!
now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be 2 or just 1? I think I did talk about that, implying to, or referring to dead bodies when I first read that, right? 2 dead bodies they were. Of course, they're not going to sing it again. I like that info. Maybe someone messed up the singing, but I don't think anyone did. It's a mystery to me as well. Thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. It's a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
Wait, tripped. Then what happened?
Yes.
Called out to her, but no reply came. Why did Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles? I removed all the items from the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth. Then, Nico ran over the cage the moment she lifted. It sounds like Tinko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
It would not be difficult in such darkness. Besides, she was inside the cage, yes.
Then?
When was she killed?
Well, that's...
That is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
That is, whenever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Did someone move from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Well, he made her mad. Maki never was one to pull her punches. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone, right? Oh. I gotta investigate everything. Oh, there. Okay. A small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this...
Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I see something below. It looks like something dropped down there.
Huh?
Something dropped down there. Can drop from here.
Hey,
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
You're right.
Let's do it.
by the way,
Pretty dark down there. What should we use for light? Kibo.
That's true.
And a candle. Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
I'll go get a candle. Move that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Got it. I lost some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from and carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. We're finding a murder weapon. Oh. It's a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move around pretty easily on all floors.
Okay.
Just look around for clues.
Well,
Be stupid if we had no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a weapon. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off so you can see it in the next room.
hey,
Just a wall, an empty room, right? So there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It's like natural rot. The hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here, which is their escape room.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? The culprit could be found from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
It would be difficult moving around under the floor. Did alright because we had a light. Without that, it would be pitch black. That made it impossible to move around there.
Nope.
Could use the light like we're doing right now.
Well.
True. Use the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Would the light not have seeped through the floorboards? We can't tell because we've tested.
Ah.
Part of the crossbeam that supports the floorboards cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and that portion is missing. And that portion missing is about the same width too. I can see it.
That's true.
Wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by some. Yeah, of course. There should be saws in the warehouse. They could have used that. Right? Question is why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then,
What purpose did this serve? The floorboard under Tenko's body is loose, and the cross piece supporting it has been cut. So is that loud funk the wood falling after it was cut? I don't think Tenko's body fell through. It doesn't make much sense. Because there's blood on the cage and all that. No, I had to have been just the wood falling through, I think. If we did all this, then why? Must be some of the floor. Honestly, I'm starting to understand more about this murder than the first one. The first one still got me a little confused. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. It's pretty far from where Tenko's blood's dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. There's the blood here.
Hey.
The back of this floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah,
Right, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
What do you mean?
Tenko's blood splattered here when she got killed.
that's true.
I don't think that makes a lot of sense, does it? On the underside of the floorboard. It doesn't make... How? What?
Okay.
These blood stains here are completely dry. Must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Are these old blood stains? Oh shit. So is that implying that Angie got killed on the floorboards too? But wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Blood dripping through the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood, this is definitely Tenko's. Yeah, this has to be Angie's or something, right? So we're looking at the person, same person did both. There's a sickle here, there's blood all over it.
Okay.
Blood on the sickle is fresh, this is it, this is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab. Did she say she didn't have long weapons in her research lab? I mean, I know she's referring to katanas, but still.
Huh?
It did.
Well...
Sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality. You can hide it under your clothes. Wait, what? Are the sickles just large? How are you hiding that under your clothes?
Well,
If she's attacked this, she wouldn't stand a chance. Blade's about 6 inches?
That's right.
Since Tenko's in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. What did they use as a marker, though, is the question.
but
And if this is, I'm the only person besides us that knew how that room was supposed to be set up. That's Kibo. But we kicked him out, so he would have known. She's supposed to be in the middle, right? Because he's seen the salt circle, probably. And the whole thing was probably explained to him, I think. He has the light up feature. Dude, Kibo's looking really suspicious right about now. Even if this is our murder weapon, why would the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? But it could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could reach her neck.
That's true.
Cage is 3 feet high. If we were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Posture's the question.
Hey.
Because down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
After killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle onto the floor with the dart. Could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. That's what I'm thinking. Finished investigating here.
Is that all right?
I'll head back up. Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. Bro, come on. Chance to do whatever you wanted to. It was just you two under the floorboards. I mean, they would have heard it, but I mean, shit. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back. Turned to our investigation.
By the way,
Only been investigating this sort. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because...
Angie and Tanko are different killers than the black one we need to vote for is
You're right.
for the first murder. Culprit who killed Angie. So Monica was said.
Then
So instead of investigating Tanko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
But
It's bigger than the killing game for the sake of those two who died. We need to reveal the truth to both of their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. You don't think we should check? I came to the hallway. Seemed more surprising than... Oh, jeez. No. I mean, I know it's not a third murder, but... Seemed more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolding. Huh? No, this is fake. This is fake. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew that. Okay, buddy. Nice try. Nice try. I had my heart going there for a second. Yeah, I had my heart going there for a second, dude. Holy shit. I knew it wasn't gonna be a third murder, but like, damn, dude. God damn, dude. You're actually crazy as fuck. Did I surprise you? Are you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh?
Sorry, I'm just a little lightheaded from blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
So what were you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next to it. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Then suddenly, stepped through the floor. Oh.
Huh?
Stepped through a floorboard.
That's so mean.
Got me good. So this I tripped and fell pretty hard.
got a minute?
Don't lose consciousness. Do it after you tell us it.
Ah.
Sorry, my bad. It's about to drop. Guess there's no cross piece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck. Cross piece was gone. Does that mean? Is that the investigation over?
Huh?
Ooh, messed up. I trust him. I think he's telling the truth. It's just wish I could have seen it for myself.
Confidence, dreams. That's what the Killing Game is all about. Killing Game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game. The Killing Game just can't be beat.
Well, compared to baseball, soccer, and mobile games, it's not that hard to beat them, right?
Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
Oh, and the new trial grounds? Guess, time's up.
Oh.
Man, it's because you guys, I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check? How you were sleeping on the floor, bro?
See?
We researched the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. Unless the document's forged, Kyo's telling the truth. Drew his magic circle the same exact way as the picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. Uh-oh. That implies there's something Theo did wrong. At the class trial, so see you there. And she left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing again. Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? See, so even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Like screeching back and moving. What's he talking about? New trial grounds. Still the same place, right? Can I just teleport there? Bet. Not usually a teleporter, but that'll do. So I need to get this episode finished now, so As I say, thanks for watching. It's been boy Wamesy Pearson, and see y'all next time for the trial. Peace.